Hello everybody, you're watching 100 Days of Making Comics. Not sure if this is showing up backwards or not. I mean, it is on my camera. I don't know how it is that you're viewing it, but this is my little cheap infographic. And I am C.B Smallwood, and for 30 minutes a day, every day, I'll be drawing, writing, coloring, lettering, inking. I'll be doing something about furthering my goals to becoming a comic book artist and also creating my own original comic. And I'll be doing that 30 minutes a day, hopefully every day, or at least every other day, for 100 days. God, that's a lot of numbers. I kind of got lost myself. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, pretty much I do what I just said right there. I also do a couple of other oddball things here and there. Mainly you'll see me drawing a lot in my videos. And I like to talk about life a lot. You know, I think it makes things more interesting because, you know, not everybody's into art. And not everybody's into listen to me talking about drawing trees, you know. So I do tend to talk about life. Sometimes I'll talk about other things that are interesting at the time. But anyway, it seems like there's quite a bit of news going on, but maybe not so much. First of all, let's start with the big news for my channel. Recently, AskaGangsta gave a shout out to my VidMe channel, and it's blown up. I don't want to say that my channel is now huge. It's still a small channel, but I got anywhere from about 20 to 30 new followers since yesterday, since he put the video up. So I want to say thank you again, AskaGangsta, for picking me as one of the people that you wanted to do a shout out for. And I mean that really sincerely. I'm just it's like one of these Academy Award winning moments where you see people and they're speechless. Well, that's sort of me. I'm speechless because I really didn't expect to get a shout out, and I really didn't expect too many people to like my channel or follow my channel and that sort of thing. And so I just wanted to say thank you again. That's not something that you had to do, but that's something that you did, and it's helped me out a great deal. So thank you, sir. Also want to give a quick shout out to some other people that's helped this channel too. There was one of the first people that helped me out was A.T. Andre, and oh goodness, Mr. A.T. Andre Thomas. There we go, Mr. A.T. Andre Thomas. I was looking for his name, make sure I got it right, because actually I took the time to write this stuff down so I wouldn't mess up. Still messed up anyway. But he was one of the first people that welcomed me and gave me a shout out and tried to help me out. So thank you, sir. And I also wanted to thank Fwah Storm, F-W-A-H Storm. He also gave me a shout out and was trying to help me out. And then there's Abe Sapien. He did the same thing. And I might be missing one other person. I probably am. But, you know, each one of these people I mentioned, they have their own channels where they do awesome stuff. So check their channels out. Let's see what else. But I want to thank Dave Hingley, Drawn Sword Graphics, Fly Storm, Will Avenger, Marshall Couture, Yanimal or Yanimal. I always pronounce your name wrong. I will learn to say it one day. Douglas ESL, Mr. ATN Andre Thomas. Sorry. Hazy's Day. There we go. Abe Sabian, and Gazbot. And if I left anybody else out, it wasn't on purpose. It's just, I'm just a poor researcher, I guess. But these people in particular, have kept me going and have motivated me to keep doing what I'm doing. And thank you so much for doing what you guys do. With that said, I also want to take the time to welcome and thank my new followers to this channel. Some of you may leave in the weeks or months ahead. Some of you may stay. That's something that happens all the time on my channel. Some people like what I do and others don't, and it's fine. To each their own. But I want to welcome Forever Muffin, Luke's Lewis, Rewind That Gaming, Justice Dude, Dennis Karen, Lady K, AskaGangsta, the Big Jewish Bear. I love that name. That's so cool. Dragonate, or it might be Dragonate. Poe Vincent, Nop, Dash. Shark Plays Games, Miss K, Lance Smith, 2012, Marzi Malfoy, Belgian Dan. I like that. Strike Raid Union, Flying Purple Pizzas, and that sounds delicious and psychedelic at the same time. Modified Adventure, Daniel Huntington, Heroic Villain, Noodle King, and Makoto-chan. Or Makoto-chan. Makoto-chan. But anyway, there's my shout out, thank you list. And there you go. Some of you might be bored, but I just wanted to kind of, I don't want to, I was getting ready to say I wanted to get this out of the way, and I know that sounds kind of bad. But I really wanted to put that out there because without you all showing me your love and support, it would be really hard for me to do what I'm trying to do. It's hard to motivate yourself to try to draw comics and to try to become a comic book artist because, as bad as it may sound, nobody pays you for it. Nobody really gives you praise for it. It's kind of a thankless thing. You just sit there by yourself all day, just trying to work on your craft to get better. Like if you're somebody that is training to be a doctor or something in the medical field or scholarly type field, you're usually in a school surrounded by other people that's wanting to be in your profession. You can hang out, you can talk about the trade that you're trying to master, you can encourage each other and all this other stuff. But typically 9 times out of 10, most people who try to be comic book artists live very solitary lives, and they're trying to do this on their own, and so the really cool thing about me vlogging my journey that I'm on right now is you all are actually fueling me and motivating me to just keep going and to become a comic book artist and to make this comic. And so it's not just me on this journey, it's all of you are going with me on this journey as well. Getting all philosophical here. Let's see. Before I go any further, I have a couple of things I want to show you. For all the new people to my channel, let me show you kind of like what kind of art that I do here. I don't know if you can see it that well. Okay, and here's this. kind of grabbed a few random things just kind of laying around. And what I'm getting ready to show you is potentially the first page of the first issue of my new comic that I'm working on, called Wildcat. So I wanted to show, some type of art to kind of give you an idea of what kind of art that I do, Oh boy. So I am sort of speechless, even though I'm talking quite a bit here. I'm not really sure what to say. Other than I'm just really grateful and thankful. And I don't take anything for granted. Whoosh. Also, I've got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life as far as like work goes. I've been working security, and sometimes they have me work 12-hour days, and then other times they'll have me work like 7-hour days, and so I'm kind of getting adjusted to that. Got really bad sunburn. I've got like some really nasty, funky stuff up here that because when you're bald, or essentially bald, you can really feel the sun and you can really feel the cold up there. The top of my head's just napalmed. It's awful. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up with a few questions that people sent me, and I will reply to your questions in written form, because that's just how I roll. So I'm going to do both. Okay. First, Dave Hingley writes, "Hey CB, just an idea. Have you thought about using layout paper instead of tracing paper? Layout paper is like a thin paper that takes a fine liner and markers, and it's great for thumbnailing initial ideas down. And here's a pad," and he submits like a website. Okay. I don't think I've ever used layout paper. I'm still trying to figure out things, and I'm not super familiar with a lot of terminology in art. I'm not super familiar with a lot of the tools of the trade, and it wasn't probably until like 5 or 6 years ago, out of like trying to draw comics out of like a span of 10 years, I used big sketch pad paper to try to draw my comics. So I've been, behind the curve for a long time, but I will check it out though. Thanks, Dave. Let's see, what else? Marshall Couture writes, "Yeah, man, consistency is a tough one to learn. I'm still working on that for sure. Keep up the good work, man." Thanks, Marshall. It's like in one of my earlier videos, I was talking about consistency, and basically, like, I'm trying to work on, like, draw faces more consistently than what I have been. I feel like my backgrounds are consistent. I feel like the way I draw clothes overall, the way I draw trees and all kinds of stuff has a consistent flavor to it. It's just that when it comes to drawing faces, I have inconsistent faces. Which, truth be told, in nature, people don't have consistent faces. Everybody's different. Everybody's not built the same. But in comics, in order to meet deadlines, you do have to have a little bit of a consistency to throw stuff out there and get stuff done. And it also becomes a hallmark of your style. People come to expect that. So that's something that I'm trying to work on. Let's see. And also got another question. I'm looking on my laptop here, trying to look up questions. Dragonate wrote, "Your drawings are really good, sir. I find it kind of funny how you hold your pencil. Is that how you normally hold it, even for writing, or is that just how you draw comics? Well, for those that haven't seen, I hold my pencil like this. Sort of like this. It just depends on the angle that I'm doing stuff in. Sometimes ends up like that. You can't really tell, but in between where the pencil is, there's actually a slight deformation of the fingers. I don't know if you can really see, but basically it's just years of like having a pencil in between there, like it's like created a space, you know. All right, so anyway, why do I hold a pencil like that? Well, interesting origin story. In kindergarten, okay, when I was in kindergarten, we were learning to write our name. And in kindergarten, you had a pencil, and on the pencil, there was this rubber thing that went right here. It was supposed to, I guess, to make holding the pencil more comfortable, or between your fingers, or whatever it was. I don't know. Seeing that rubber thing on there, it was the first time I ever seen a rubber thing on the pencil right there, and it was weird. I'd never seen that before. And also, I think, can't say for certain, but I'm fairly certain that I was left-handed. And so here I was holding a pencil left-handed, trying to write my name and stuff. The assistant teacher comes over and she's like, sticks the pencil in my right hand. And so I'm like, okay, how do I hold this? And so I hold it like this. She's like, no. And then I'm holding it like this. She's like, no. And do I hold it like this? She's like, hold it like this. I'm like, do you mean like this? So it went back and forth like that for a little bit, and eventually the pencil ended up like this, and she just grumbled like, yeah, I like that. And so I've been holding a pencil like it ever since. And some of you may say, can I draw and write this way? Yeah, I can. But I feel like, I've done this since kindergarten, and for some reason, it feels like I have more control. I have 3 fingers on the pencil, and here I have essentially 3 fingers with the third one kind of bracing, but with them in between, they're all squishing. I actually showed somebody my pencil holding thing, and I think they found that they had more control with drawing, but I don't know if he stuck with it or not. I have to check and see, but yeah, that's why I hold a pencil this way, because I was probably left-handed, and they stuck the pencil in my right hand. They had this weird eraser thing that I didn't understand, and they messed me up, and they changed me from a left-handed person to a right-handed person. I think it's possible, yeah. I mean, I am somewhat multi-dexterous. That I can use both hands. I use this one a little bit better than this one, though. Anyway, let's see. All right, that's pretty much all the questions that I got. So I've given my shout-outs. I give my thank yous. Thank you again, AskaGangsta. And I also answered a few questions. For the rest of the comments and stuff, and even the ones already answered, I will write you back in written form, all of you. Just give me time. If you're new to this channel, expect me to write back anywhere from 3 to 5 days, because I am a sorry dog when it comes to writing people back. Some of that's life, but most of it's just laziness, honestly. I wished I put up a better video than what I have, but right now I'm trying to brainstorm on drawing my comic. Like, let me show you. Close up of my ugly face here. Like, I need to, plan this area out a little bit better. This guy's face needs to change, and his body and stuff. Also need to work on the girl in the background. Some faces are going to change on this. This face I've already erased. I'm going to change it. and you know, this face too probably. So lots of editing going to be done on this page. I mainly just wanted to slot things down so I could have something to work from on this page, and I'm going to have to go back over it later when I'm not filming to really think about what I'm doing, you know, because one of the things I do when I film, when I draw, I try to talk what time I'm drawing so that, you know, the videos, sorry, are somewhat entertaining and you're getting something out of it too. But it's hard for me to be like creative, like super creative, use my creative muscles when I'm trying to talk at the same time. So I guess in this regard, I can't really walk and chew gum at the same time. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to finish by saying that thank you everybody for all the likes, upvotes, subscribes, and follows that I've gotten. It really means a lot to me. And I want to say thank you to people who don't even subscribe or follow or like or upvote. If you even just watch my videos, thank you. Because that means a lot to me. You could be watching somebody else's videos, but you chose to watch mine. And so even if you just remain anonymous and you don't contribute in any way as far as like upvoting and commenting and subscribing and stuff, that's fine. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, Mr. and Mrs. Anonymous. But for the rest of you that do go the extra mile, thank you very much. And I want to wrap up by saying that if you're new to this channel and you like any videos, hit that upvote button, that like button, because it helps my videos to be seen. If you really like my content and you want to make sure that you don't miss any of it, hit that follow button and that subscribe button, and we'll get you took care of there. And as always, love y'all. I appreciate everything. This is C.B Smallwood with the Crappic logo. The crappy. Did I say the Crappic? I said the Crappic. The Crappic. Well, this is C.B Smallwood with the crappy logo. And you're watching 100 Days of Making Comics. And I'll hopefully catch you all in the next video.